Hey guys, what is going on? I'm Nimrod, and today I'm going to try and read the body language of some people on the internet. Recently I read two books from Joe Navarro. One is The Dictionary of Body Language and What Everybody is Saying. Two great books. Now, I'm not a professional, of course, but I'd like to try my knowledge from these books on random people and interviews. First up, I just Google candid shots, and this is what I found. There's a woman here in a cafe, kiosk, whatever, and I'm going to try and read her body language. Okay, so first up, what I noticed is her lips. The corners of her mouth go down like that. And let me check what does that mean. From what I remember, that means she's dissatisfied with something and is considering other options. And now let's see what does the book say. It's specified here in the book as compressed lips pulled down, and that means that she probably realized she did a major mistake or got caught doing something wrong. Now, it's not 100% accurate, and I don't think she did anything wrong. Maybe she just sees somebody she doesn't like or that stresses her out. Another thing to note is her arms. She self-hugs. It's a pacifying behavior, meaning it calms you down. So it connects nicely with the compressed lips. She's probably a tad insecure and saw something she doesn't like. Another thing to note is her shoulders are pulled up, and when people are doing this, they are most likely trying to hide in their own bodies like turtles. Let me find that in the book. Yes, okay, I was pretty much right about it. It's called the turtle effect, and people do this when they are likely feeling insecure or in doubt. You can also see this when someone is not prepared for a question or is trying to hide in the open. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, she raises her eyebrows, meaning that she probably did see someone and she's trying to get a better look of them. Okay, I think we pretty much read her. She's insecure, she probably saw someone she didn't like, maybe her boss or something. She's concerned, maybe her mom drank too much coke, and you can never really know, but from what we can see, she's insecure at least. I find the whole thing about body language really interesting because it's actually 60 to 65% of our total communications, and think about all of the knowledge you're missing by not reading people's bodies. There is just so much more information that we see but we don't know how to interpret, and it could really help us. I am back with some more pictures to read. So first we have here a woman and a man at a protest. As you can see, pursed lips. They are not satisfied. They're probably angry at this policeman. Her eyebrows are raised. From what I've read, that happens during an argument or a fight, so she's trying to see better her opponent. As I said, lips pursed. The corners of the mouth are pointed downwards. As we saw earlier, she's dissatisfied, and yeah, not a lot for me to read here. Next are a group of guys walking down a street. They all have their hands in their pockets. It's probably cold. Now, when you see groups like that, usually the person setting the pace is the leader of the group and not the one in front. Here they're all at different distances, they're not on one plane, so you can't really tell. But if I would have to guess, I think it's the one in the middle. He's most comfortable with the two of them. But again, not a lot I can see here. Okay, next up we have some people meeting for the first time. We can see he's standing with one leg pointing to another direction. He probably wants to go there. It's not totally scientific, but usually if you will notice people when you talk to them and they point one of their legs in a direction, they would probably like to go there or maybe just get away from the conversation. They're probably just a bit uncomfortable. Okay, you see here her hand is going up. That's a blocking behavior. She was probably just uncomfortable, and her other end is giving herself kind of a self-hug. It's a soothing behavior or pacifying behavior. She is trying to calm herself down probably. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, you can see his hands giving himself a self-hug. But I think she's a bit more uncomfortable than he is because she's looking away to the other guys who's talking and he's just looking at her. Since my only knowledge have come from these books, I'm really not an expert. I'm guessing most of the time, but so I don't notice all of the signs. So for the end here, I summarized a part of the book. It's about interactions where you first meet someone. This way you can know how they're really feeling about you. It's on page 75 of what everybody is saying. A, the person will remain in place, saying they're comfortable at that distance. B, the individual will take a step back or turn slightly away, saying they need more space or wants to be somewhere else. Or C, the person will get closer, meaning he feels comfortable or favorable towards you. So that was the tip of the iceberg, the very minimal knowledge I have from reading these two books. It's a very interesting topic. You can learn so much from it, from how people are really feeling, and not just by their face, because our faces are trained to lie. So we are taught from birth to fake our facial movements and emotions. That's a thing we cannot do with the rest of our body, or at least not without a lot of training. It's a part of the brain that is more instinctive and we have less control over. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like for the YouTube algorithm, leave a dislike for the YouTube algorithm, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm, or subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. It's all for the algorithm. I hope to see you next time. That's it for me. I'm going to read some buddies. God damn it. So freaking uncomfortable.